After you collect the copay, you are going to hit done with check-in, and then I hit intake up here, and I ask the patient the few intake discussion questions, which would be reason for visit. I verify their preferences again, allergies, meds, vaccines, problems, family, social, surgical history, and then I just hit the patient here with staff. I put what room they're in. I wait a second, and you don't hit done with intake. That way the staff in the back know that they still have to go in and do vitals. But then I just hit Athena Net, and I move on to the next patient. By rooming the patient in Athena, it removed her out of clockwise automatically. So you go back to clockwise, pick the next patient, do the same process over with. The only thing I did not show you for Test Mary, because she's an adult, is how to add in guarantor. So if you remember how to get to quick view, you can either hit this and hit quick view, or the looking glass next to the patient's ID up here also takes you to the quick view. So whichever you prefer. So if this is a pediatric patient, you have to do one extra step, and that is going to registration, full registration, and then scrolling down to this section that says guarantor. Instead of it saying self, it should say child, patient's relationship to guarantor. So if this was a child, what's this person's relationship to its mother, the child? And then you'd put the mother's information here. Then you scroll down and hit save, and it takes you back to the quick view. Now, everybody does this portion of it at a different spot within registration. You can do it wherever you feel easiest. I personally do it at the end of my shift because I'm busy and I forget. So I go to calendar, today's appointments, and right before I manage my money, you're going to go through all these patients on the pediatric list, which it would say peds. But this patient's obviously an adult, so it's just an example. You'd click on the patient's name. It takes you to this screen. All of them are going to look like this. You go to registration, full registration, and just make sure it says child. If it does not, you go to the looking glass, go back to the quick view. Then I look at the ID. I write down the parent's name, and I go back into the full reg and add the parent's name in. Now, since I've been doing it that way, at the end of the shift, I'm only finding that I'm adding 2 or 3 guarantors in. So that's it in a nutshell. Thank you.